Right then, what a week. Question is, have you been sleeping every night with a football? Has it been under your arm?
No, I haven't. I've got the cat, so that's probably enough, to be fair. No, it's been pretty amazing. But yeah, it still really hasn't sunk in yet, to be fair.
I don't know what point it will. What was it like on the family WhatsApp group? What did your husband Callum say about it all?
Pretty chilled, to be fair. I think yeah, my brother was very ecstatic in his text, and my sister, my mum and dad were there, so they were super proud. So yeah, do you know what, it was quite emotional when it did happen. I feel like it's been spoken about a lot, and I felt like it was there, and it was, yeah, so I'm really happy to have broken it, but yeah, it's pretty amazing, really.
When you say that, sort of knowing it was there, and did it feel like it was hanging over you? Was there a little bit of pressure just to get it done?
Well, you know what I'm like. I don't like to talk about things that haven't really happened. And yeah, I did feel like it was a little bit of pressure. And I didn't want to really think about it, but I felt like so many people wanted to talk about it and wanted to discuss it, because it is such an amazing record that Kelly's had for a long time now. So yeah, I felt like a little bit of pressure, but I put that pressure on myself. Obviously, I want to perform for my club. I want to perform for England. You know, I want to be selected and help the team win. And my job is to score goals, essentially. So yeah, no, I'm delighted to have helped the team. And yeah, I think to come back and finish the year with England with 2 wins, and obviously the way that we ended it was amazing.
That love for the team shines through, and I love how you've spoken about the pride in some of the other players scoring, to getting their debuts, being part of it. But just briefly on Kelly Smith, have you picked up the phone to you? Has she sent you a message? I saw the one on social media, but that's public, right? Have you had a little private chat?
Yeah, she called me yesterday, and it was lovely. Obviously, yeah, I really appreciate the things that she's said in the media recently, and obviously the videos that she's done on social media. But yeah, it was a really nice chat. I feel, you know, I really appreciate her calling me, reaching out to me, and saying well done. And so yeah, I felt really touched that she had picked up the phone. And you know, we've been friends for a long time, and I got, you know, the chance to play alongside her for England and Arsenal, so I feel really lucky. But yeah, she was amazing on the phone, and I do really appreciate that call.
So she didn't take credit for it, because I clearly would be doing that. I taught you all I know. Is that what she said?
No, she didn't, to be fair. No, it was a really nice conversation, and yeah, I've got so much respect and love for her as a person, and her family as well.
Clearly mutual. I'm gonna get the chance to talk to Lauren Hemp a bit later. Hadn't scored a hat-trick before, which in itself you're going, what? You don't even think of that. What did it mean then to you? Tell me about that swelling pride then for those other players.
Yeah, I feel so much pride in the players that are coming through, and I've known Lauren for a little while now, and she's the most humble person you could ever meet, really. She doesn't know how good she is, and obviously she hadn't scored for England, so I feel so lucky to have been on the pitch, and for her to kind of jump into my arms when she scored. Yeah, I felt really emotional for her. You know, it's been a long time coming, and I'm sure she's wanted that goal for a while now, and she's got such an amazing career ahead of her for England and for this club, hopefully. So yeah, I felt so much pride. And then again for obviously Alessia, coming on, making a debut, scoring a hat-trick, which is incredible. Obviously Jess scoring her first goal, Lotta making her full start for England. So there was some amazing milestones, really, and I felt really lucky to be a part of it, and to see these youngsters now coming through and kind of thriving for the team.
They talk about you in the same way that you've just spoken about Kelly Smith. Do you see that as a bit of your responsibility too, to bring this next generation? You're not done yet, but to bring this slightly younger generation through.
I think for me, I just try and get around everyone, be a good person, get to know everyone, and I just want them to do well. I've been really lucky to have played 101 caps for my country and score the goals that I have, but I feel really lucky that to be playing with these talented players now coming through. They've got their whole careers ahead of them, so if I can help a little bit in their journey and make them feel special and make sure that they know how talented they are, I'll do everything I can, really. But this squad that we've got currently, we've got so much youth, so much talent. We've got players that are on few caps, players that have had quite a few caps, and more experienced players, like Jill and myself currently in the squad, and obviously Steph and Lucy, that are hopefully back soon. But yeah, I feel really lucky.
Indulge me as an England fan. When you look around that squad, is this one of the best that you've played with?
Yeah, potentially. I think
I just want you to say we're going to win the Euros,
no, we've got some really talented players, and I feel like this group, we do just want to play for each other, make everyone proud, make our families proud. We want to make the nation proud. Obviously, we've got home Euros, and we just hope everyone's behind us and supporting us, and hopefully something really special can happen. But for us, we just want to make everyone proud, really.
You're doing that. What's changed under Sarina?
She's a lovely person, obviously. I think what she's achieved in her career is phenomenal. She's a great person. I think there's a lot of clarity in the way that we play, the philosophy that she wants, and I think in and around the place, I think there's a great kind of atmosphere and a great vibe that she's brought, along with her assistant and the general manager that she's also brought in. So I think there's just a general togetherness, a mutual respect collectively from the staff and from the players, and the want to win, the standards that she gives and wants us to produce every single training day, every single game day. And I think we've missed that a little bit. So it's really, really great for us to have that.
Did she also, between the Austria game and the Latvia game, talk to you about being ruthless? Because the XG against Austria, and then obviously the shift with the goals against Latvia.
Yeah, she does speak about being ruthless, being clinical, tempo, the intensity of the way that we play. We have so much respect for every opponent that we play against, and for us, we can only do as much as we can for the opponents that we're playing. And for us, we had a lot of chances away to Latvia as well, and I think we really put them to the sword at home against at Doncaster, and 20-0 probably doesn't look great in terms of women's football, but for us, we were so relentless, and we just wanted to keep going, and those standards that Sarina demands of us, scoring goals, the intensity of the way that we play, and hopefully that will take us through to February camp as well, when we're playing against the likes of Spain, Canada and Germany, which are a lot harder opposition, but it's a big test for us. But for us, we can only do what we can do, really, and for us, we wanted to end the year on a high, and 6 wins out of 6, really, which is great.
It felt for me, I don't know if it's similar for you, but during the World Cup, when the US are putting 13 on, and everyone said, the manner of which they celebrated, and that confidence in there, is that what it takes to be world beaters, to have that sort of ruthless streak? And maybe is that what was missing?
I think now that for us, it is just about being ruthless, so demanding of each other, and the standards every single day, training, the winning mentality, and being so clinical. I think that's really important for us, and that's what Sarina's brought in, and I think especially in these games that we've had, to be as ruthless as we possibly can, and to take that confidence and that momentum into each game, and keep improving our performances. And she really does demand a lot from us, but we demand a lot from each other. We have so much respect for one another, and we want everyone's talent to be on show and for them to enjoy playing for England, and I think that really does show at the moment.
You seem to be your own harshest critic in that, and demanding more from yourself. How tough has the start to the season been for you personally?
Yeah, obviously it's been challenging. Like you say, I do always look at myself first and see, like, what can I do? Do I need to do more on the pitch, off the pitch? And yeah, I think it has been really challenging. I think that's what happens sometimes in life. In football, you get these setbacks and these challenges, these ups and downs. You're on a roller coaster sometimes. We've all had a challenging couple of years with COVID and everything like that. And in terms of at the moment at City, we've just got to stick together and keep kind of grinding out a result or working hard in training. The tide will change, and we know that collectively as a team we are very together, and we do know that it will change. A good team doesn't suddenly get bad overnight, so we'll keep working as hard as we can, and we know that we can turn it around. But we do stick together, really.
Who is that? Who are those leaders in the team that sort of stand up and have those chats? Is that you?
I try to. You know what? We've got a really good bunch in the sense that I think everyone does feel like they do have a voice, and they are willing to stand up and be counted. And it isn't just one person. Obviously, Steph is our captain. I'm stepped into that role as well. But we've got Lucy, we've got Alex, we've got Karen, we've even got the youngsters in Esme as well, Janine. We've got so many people that want to stand up and want to communicate, and we all drive, and we all have so many standards that we want to get better. So I don't think it's just one of us. I think collectively we all want to improve, and we all want to lead by example, really.
That confidence now, how much ribbon are you going to get from the team over, just another goal when you head back in to camp? I take it you've already seen them all.
Yeah, I've already had that. Like, is it Ellen White Day again today? Oh, did you score a goal, did you? So yeah, no, I like it. I think it's good banter for me. I don't like the attention, as you probably know, so I'm quite okay with going under the radar. But no, the girls have been great. I think you could see by the celebration on the pitch, it was just so lovely that it meant a lot to them as well. And it meant a lot to me that they, really celebrated, and they wanted it for me just as much as I wanted to achieve it at the same time. So it was really special.
You better get used to the attention, because I'm sure there's a few more Ellen White days to come. Here's hoping. Just finally, is that the target now? Brilliant to see you. Well, Kelly might not think so, but brilliant to see you top the scoring charts in terms of England's women. But do you look overall to be England's top striker?
Do you know what? I just love playing for England. I've said it so many times. Playing for England's a dream for me. First I've got to be selected. I always say this. It's never a given. But yeah, I would love to be able to score more goals for England, achieve something with England, and to be, within this squad and help this team any way I can, really. So for me, I'm just work hard and do whatever I can to help the team, really.